Hey everyone! Korean barbecue is really popular these days, and you might have been to a Korean barbecue restaurant. But did you know that it's actually really easy to host your very own Korean barbecue at your own house? Today, I'm going to teach you how to do that. To be able to do a Korean barbecue at home, you need 4 things. Number 1, the meat. I have pork belly here, which is really popular, but you can really use any kind of thinly sliced meat. It could be beef, it could be chicken, or you can choose to just use vegetables if you're vegan or vegetarian. Here we have thinly sliced mushrooms and some pumpkin, and they taste beautiful. Second thing we need is the sam, which is the vegetable that wraps the meat inside, and that's really important. So we have some nicely washed lettuces and some sesame leaves, or you call them perilla leaves, but you could use other types of lovely vegetables that are wide that you can wrap things with. The third thing that we need is really important. It's the sauce. If you go to a Asian grocery store, a Korean one, you could probably find a sauce that looks a bit like this. It's called samjang, which is like the sam sauce that you put in your wraps. This is really important, and I think this kind of defines what Korean barbecue tastes like, really. The fourth and the last thing that you really need for Korean barbecue is your pickles. I call it pickles because these ingredients add a little bit of a refreshing sweet and sour kind of taste in your sam to balance out the greasiness of the meat. So it could be your kimchi or radish pickle. And this is really great. It's spring onion, but with a bit of sweet and sourness in it. And I just threw this together really quickly, and it's quite easy to make, but it just makes a huge difference. So I'm going to show you how I make my pajori, which is a spring onion salad. Firstly, you want to cut them into little finger length sizes. So about that length, roughly. So make sure they're about the same size. Once we have it to this size, you want to split them in half. So like this, and we can slice it vertically, really thinly. Once you've got it, put it in a bowl. We're gonna start with some vinegar because you really want this to be like a refreshing, pickly taste. I don't do any exact measurements. I usually just pour things in until it tastes good. So, all right, I'm gonna just put this much. Just a bit of soy sauce. And you do want some sweetness in there. I'm just gonna grab a little spoonful of it and just sprinkle some. I think too much. We Koreans love chili and everything hot, so if you have some dried chili pepper, gochugaru, get it from a Korean store, they're everywhere. You just wanna sprinkle a little bit. Don't spill it because I've done that many times. It's a drizzle of sesame oil to make it just more fragrant. Now you just want to mix it in nicely. So I'm gonna put my hand in there and just mix it nicely. And we're gonna taste it and see if it's okay. Have a taste. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Oh yeah, it's really good. If you can taste the refreshing vinegar and it's yummy, then that's good. So once you have all the ingredients, you need something to grill the meat on. So we've got this, it's just from Sunbeam. So we got this years ago, but you could also get a portable stove, gas stove, and put a fry pan on it, and that could work just as well. So you want to wait till the stove is nice and hot and you put your first meat on. You want to hear that sound. We're going to put some veggies on this as well, on the side so it doesn't burn. Mushrooms, and then throw in some chopped garlic in there. So exciting. I can't wait to eat this. You don't want to flip the meat too early, so just make sure it's really cooked on one side. Once it's sort of almost cooked, then get some scissors and chop them just like this, bite-sized pieces so you can eat them easily. Thumb, 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 thumb. So you just want to cook it through thoroughly. So the meat's ready. I'm going to teach you how to make some. So grab your choice of a wrap of a vegetable, a nice bit of lettuce, and double with a sesame leaf. Layer it with a radish slice. You don't have to do this, but I'm just making the world's bestest sum ever. Pick a meat. So this is the hero. Meat goes in there, the heart of the sum. This is the spring onion. So however much you want, put it in there. I'm gonna put a piece of garlic in there. And lastly, I'm gonna put some of that sauce, the ssamjang, into it like this. And you wrap it up like this so you can fit it in your mouth. Korean people, when they make their first sum, they give it to somebody that they love. So I'm going to call Noah over. Noah, are you ready? You gotta fit it all in. How does it taste? Amazing! That's how you do a Korean barbecue. As you saw, it's pretty simple. You don't need all of this. This is just my version. You can do yours with those 4 different ingredients. So let me know in the comments, what would you put in your Korean barbecue? I would love to know what your version might look like. Remember to subscribe to watch more interesting content, and I will see you soon.